of today for our future tomorrow. Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
We also sell a full range of personal treatment products, so you can take Reliant Medical with you wherever you go. Reliant Medical. It's time you were treated. Right.
Please state the nature of your medical emergency. What can Reliant Medical do for you? They never stop working, do they? Well, I appreciate it. Stay away from Aurora before you get hooked. You aren't looking well at all. Perhaps you'd better sit down. Great! Thank you for all of your help. You really came through for me here. Things could have been bad if you hadn't come along. Here, take this. You've earned it.
Get lost. I have a job to do.
Hey, Director, to the nearest ready to make your discovery. Step through the door, operator.
Each of our unique Starship models is expertly crafted by the settled system's best engineers and designers to guarantee an experience like no other. Stroud Eklund, don't just fly through space. Become one with it. We are the employer that you have. Sophistication and space. The perfect marriage. Here at Stroud Eklund, we know the power of harmony. Each of our unique Starship models is expertly crafted by the settled system's best engineers and designers to guarantee an experience.
You're not from INSEC, are you? You deal with feeling? You get results. So, now, Jan explain. What we need is Nesher worked there and... So, it is time for... And here are some... So you apply there to work in production. Of course you can. So you need to put on your bet. Neshar's contact should be looking for something.
pattern locked in. Jump complete. Ship storage.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband. You can be on your way. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
This city is so large, yet retains a sort of rustic feel. I find it comforting.
You heard of the Helios retreat?
Keyless City's really the heart of the Freestar Collective. The mayor's all right. Always painting too rosy a picture.
Look who it is. Hey, I wondered when you might come by. I'm Alex. Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think? Oh, I can't fly anywhere. Issues with my Eustachian tubes. Being in a pressurized environment is like someone taking a laser cutter to the sides of my head. It's not great, but at least I can pretend to visit the party capital of the galaxy by having you tell me about it. Yeah, I bet. It just sounds so exciting and so stimulating. Probably makes Aquila City look like the more boring backwater town in the settled systems by comparison. Alas, I'll have to experience it vicariously through you and the other rangers. So how'd it go? Turn up anything useful? Oh, come to daddy, my sweet little mystery slate. I see lots of coffee and late nights ahead. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances of the encryption they're using. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find. You're counting on me. You know I outrank you, right? Please and thank you go a long way when addressing your betters, rookie. Our newest deputy.
Might be hard work, but it sure beats living under the boot.
Let's talk for a minute. Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech? Glad you got a chance to meet him. Sounds like you're making real progress. You're off to a good start, but that's all it is, a start. What did you learn from this starship thief? Now we're getting somewhere. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I can give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. They said she was a child prodigy, which probably explains her arrogance. Even so, she was fiercely loyal to Major Hull. I don't think she'd ever give him up. If you find her, don't expect her to cooperate. There was a mech driver in the 1st Cavalry named Marco Graziani. He came from money. When the 1st Cav got a reputation as the top unit, he transferred in. Rumor was that bribes made it happen. Marco had a knack for getting hold of anything we needed. There was talk the family fortune came from smuggling, and I believe it. He had this dream to become a wealthy businessman when he got out. But I guess that got put on hold when they locked him up. Like what? Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word is he's heading up a smuggling racket. Based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the 1st. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar Collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there. Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar Collective space and provides the best medical services credits can buy. They also guarantee privacy, so it's an ideal place for someone trying to keep a low profile. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on the situation. Your priority is to gather more intel about the First. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.
Hello. Captain, do you require my assistance?
Priority docking for emergency patients. The clinic welcomes all.
Smudge the paint.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
How you doing? Yeah? Oh, now hold on a minute. Yeah, the marshal's been sending out reports, keeping it. And having some success, by the sound of it. Ben Armistead, pleased to meet you. Well, I guess that's the long and short of it. You're the newest member of the Rangers, and I'm the oldest. So, is one of them first mercenaries here at the clinic? Well, I think you made the right decision to come here. No better place in the settled systems to get medical treatment. You can bet it beats anything them UC piglets got. Ironic, given they're the ones who built it. I know just the man who can help you. Right this way, Deputy. And just between you and me, I ain't entirely sure why someone felt the need to station a ranger out here. I'm not much more than a glorified bodyguard for Dr. Darvish. She's the one in charge around here. And she's also on the Council of Governors. Most of the staff don't seem fond of the idea of me being here, and I ain't fond of them right back. Bunch of stuffy eggheads, if you ask me. Except Ari there.
Doctor requests.
He's about the only one I can have
requests for supplies, requests for database updates.
Hey there, Ari. Working
whole life
hard,
is requests.
Hardly working.
We get the cases no one has ever seen before, or
Hey, Chief.
doesn't know how to treat.
A little more the former than the latter. What brings you by?
Well, the deputy here could use some help. Came looking for someone who might be a patient.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, I'll leave you in Mr. Miller's capable hands. You need anything else, I'll be in my office.
Dr. Cartwright in Aquila City said I was crazy when I told him I wanted to transfer here. Now I kind of understand why.
Bitch, no one at you.
Sure as hell understands these machines better than I do.
I'll try to help you, but our computer systems have been having some issues. The patient records database is acting up. Access is a lot slower than normal, and I have no idea why. I'll look into it later. For now, let's focus on your investigation. Huh. Well, we don't give the patients free access to our computer systems, so... still, it's worth keeping in mind. So who's the suspect you're after? Former soldier, huh? Yeah, they say war changes people forever. Makes me sad, the thought of soldiers who come home and don't fit in anymore. The name's not ringing any bells, but maybe we can approach this another way. Do you know what was wrong with her? That should help narrow things down. I can access the patient records from my terminal, assuming the database cooperates. Come on.
This place is a far cry from Aquila City. That's for sure.
There's certainly no shortage of things to do around here.
I couldn't tell you the last time I wasn't breathing recycled air.
Okay, give me just a minute here. Maya Cruz. Maya Cruz. Come on, Maya. I need you to be in here. Okay, finally. Here we go. Oh. No matches found for a Maya Cruz. If Maya's here, then she's got to be using an alias. Which actually makes a lot of sense if she's a wanted woman. I guess it's possible. Maybe I can give you another option. All right, hang on. I know that we do have a few female patients staying with us. There's Candace... what's her last name? Doolin. Candace Doolin. And then there's the Nakamori woman. I think her name's Jane. I don't recall offhand what they're here for, but it's a start. Off the top of my head, yeah. That being said, we don't usually have a lot of patients staying here at any one point in time. Most people can't afford it. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful. I'll keep looking, see if I can turn up anything else useful.
Perhaps we should consider not staying long. Or breathing deeply.
Letting just anyone into patients' rooms now? Excuse me. What gives you the right to come in here? You're not my attending physician. Get out before I call for security. Well, I suppose I can give you a minute. Believe me, I hadn't intended to stay here. I'm a courier. I was transporting certain sensitive documents here to the clinic. My ship was intercepted by pirates. I escaped, but not without damage to my life support systems. By the time I reached the clinic, I was barely alive. I was rescued and placed in intensive care. That was 2 days ago. Well, the nature of my work requires a certain level of discretion, much as yours does. I've shared all that I'm willing to share with you, Deputy. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay, I get it. Alright, look. Nothing I told you was a lie, but yes, there is more to it. You can think of me as a freelance information broker. I came here to acquire classified research materials so I can sell them. Yeah, I realize it's illegal, but it's a victimless crime. Nobody gets hurt. As you can imagine, I'd rather this information not get out. I'm happy to compensate you for your understanding. Do what you feel you must. I'm sure Ranger Arm.
If you ask me, that was a missed opportunity. Perhaps we should consider not staying long. Or breathing deeply.
Hello, this is my private room. Please leave. Excuse me, what gives you the right to come in here? You're not my attending physician. Get out before I call for security. Well, I suppose... Believe me, I hadn't intended to stay here. I'm a courier. My ship was intercepted by pirates. By the time I reached the clinic, I was barely alive. I was rescued and placed in intensive care. That was 2 days ago. Well, the nature of my work requires a certain level of discretion, much as yours does. I've shared all that I'm willing to share with you, Deputy. Yeah, okay, I get it. Alright, look. Nothing I told you was a lie, but yes, there is more to it. You can think of me as a freelance information broker. I came here to acquire classified research materials so I can sell them. Yeah, I realize it's illegal, but it's a victimless crime. Nobody gets hurt. As you can imagine, I'd rather this information not get out. I'm happy to compensate you for your understanding. I'm glad that we understand each other. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get some rest.
A win for both sides. Pain's finally starting to get a little more manageable. Why, hello. I can't get any of these doctors or nurses to slow down and just check for a while. They all claim they're too busy. It certainly is. Why, I might as well be back home with my husband. He's just as bad, always too busy to talk. That man couldn't sit still and listen if his life depended on it. You'd think he could be bothered to pay me a visit once in a while, given I've been here as long as I have. But no. All I get is the occasional letter apologizing because he's too busy to run the farm all by himself. So hire some help, I tell him. And then all he wants to do is complain about how my medical bills ate up all our money. Ugh. Truly, this is riveting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it terribly boring for you to hear about how I'm ignored and neglected on a daily basis, You know, and that's just the problem with people these days. Everyone's got their head buried in a slate. Can't be bothered to talk to a real person. I swear, I'd get more companionship from a robot. You want to talk about questions, uh-huh? Well, I've got plenty of those. Starting with how come these so-called doctors can't find anything wrong with me? I've got no end of pains. Headaches, sore knees, a sore back, digestive problems, and all manner of other ailments. I keep telling them I must have caught some kind of alien virus. But these fool doctors can't figure it out. I'd had test after test for 3 months straight, and I'm damn near broke from the cost of staying here. Pretty sure I have, but all I've got is these white walls. Well, no, I suppose. But don't be surprised if I do. If you're looking for someone who's done something wrong, how about telling these If I'm gonna be frank with you, I suppose that also means you don't want to talk to me anymore either? Well, go on then. Don't let me keep you. I thought the high and mighty Freestar Rangers were supposed to help others in need. Yes, me. I think that sterling reputation's getting a little tarnished lately. Well, go on then. Don't let the troubles of one poor citizen distract you from whatever higher calling you all answer to these days.
Every new alien pathogen we discover is just a...
Hey, how'd it go? Did you have any luck? Okay, shoot. Yep, she practically lives here. I gotta think the money's gonna run out sometime soon, though. It's kinda sad, really. She clearly wants attention and someone to talk to. Just between us, I get the feeling that things with her husband aren't great. The courier? Yeah, that's right. It was real touch and go there for a while. She was lucky to pull through. I made some progress digging through the patient records, and I have one more lead for you. Her name's Catalina Rivera. She was rushed into surgery for some kind of emergency procedure. I probably shouldn't say this, but she was in real bad shape. The good news is, she seems to fit your suspect's profile. The bad news is that she's a guest in our VIP wing. That area is restricted to authorized clinic personnel. Even I can't go in there. Think of it as high-end care, with bigger rooms, better food, and more amenities. Cost a fortune, of course. The VIP wing also provides privacy, and that's why only a select few staff members are allowed in. Dr. Cassidy's in charge of the VIP wing. You need his permission to enter. Unfortunately, he's a real stickler for the rules, and the rules say no visitors without prior arrangement. You didn't hear this from me, but I happen to know that he keeps a spare access card somewhere in his office. Hope that helps you. Hope I can be useful to you. Oh, you're not familiar? I'll give you the quick version. UC built the station back in 2194. It was outside of their established territory, which caused a bit of a disagreement and a bit of a war. And after what I think most people would agree was much too long a period of time, the war ends. One of the terms was the station was handed over to the Freestar Collective. Never really thought about it that way. Guess you're right. Although, is that really irony? I feel like I don't really understand what qualifies. So since then, the clinic's been under Freestar collective control. Over 100 years now, I think. Over time, it started to focus more on weird things people picked up on all sorts of planets and space expeditions, became known for it, and now focuses on it almost exclusively. And here we are today, carrying on that work. Actually makes me feel kind of proud when I lay it all out like that. This is the point where I'd try a reboot if I could. Well, yeah, somebody has. It's great medical care, but... And there's still a lot of... Well, then I'd be out of a job. You're not entirely wrong, though. Get out of here before you catch something. Just kidding.
How does she expect me to get all this done by myself? Need to make sure those files are backed up. Just 1 week without something weird. That's not too much to mind a step.
If you need assistance, please see Ari Miller at the desk.
Yes. What do you want? Yes, that's right.
I'm afraid we don't take walk-ins. If you want a room in our VIP wing, you'll need to make arrangements in advance. Even if that were true, which I doubt, access to that area is strictly limited. Who exactly are you? You could be Solomon Coe himself and my answer would be the same. No. The rules are the rules, no exceptions.
Flexibility clearly is not one of his virtues.
I'm a busy man, so make it quick. I can't be held responsible for everyone who might be in danger. I'm not denying that you make a good point. That sounds serious. Maybe you're right. That's truly awful. I took an oath to do no harm. I won't be the cause of anyone's suffering. I didn't realize. I don't want anyone to get hurt. All right, that's enough. I can see there's no dissuading you. I suppose I could make an exception just this once. This will get you in. Conduct your investigation quickly and without disruption. I do hope you won't make me regret this.
I have never required. We are not alone.
Meet your death.
Yes, you need me? Ah, yes, we are done.
You know, just by breathing the air in here, you are being exposed to about a dozen different viruses.
Dr. Cartwright and Akil. Bye.
Hello? Excuse me, Dr. Darvish. About that last set of reports.
I have never required treatment here, and I hope that I never do.
Probably fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Captain, hello.
Could we talk? Yes? I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life. You told me that fun was important. I assumed you were joking and dismissed it out of hand. But, having thought about it, I wonder now if you were right. Or at least, if I were too quick to reject the idea. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary, that there was no other option. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. And I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it. Thank you. I have always believed, no, hoped that is true. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet, I am not sure I believe that. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence. It certainly influenced the way I see the universe. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too close. I had, maybe not quite friends, but people I cared about. Yet there was always a distance I could not reach across. I often find other people complicated and confusing. It seemed easier to not become attached, especially when circumstances meant I might never see them again, with no warning. Until now, I have disagreed strongly with that idea, but therein lies my concern. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the right decision to distance myself from others. Yes, I know. Which is why I am trying to open up about this. I am grateful for your patience and your willingness to listen.
Hello there.
What's on your mind?
Indicators are green. We're free. Disable the airlock and move.
Find the interior of this ship comforting. You have my attention. If there's anything you need, Back to it then.
Captain, greetings. Captain, it is pleasant to... Do you require assistance? Goodbye, for now. Good day, Captain.
Apparently, when freezing to death, one may experience a warm, cozy feeling. I would prefer not to verify that firsthand.
Heard your ship down. If you are who I think you are, then you're here to bring me in. I have to warn you, I've had more than enough time to prepare for this. So either you leave now, or I'll be burying what's left of you.
metals must be valuable to have warranted such an elaborate mining operation. I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally. I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are practical limits, no? What is it? Did you need me to carry something for you? Is that it, then? Wherever you store that, the smell will not be an issue.
Where have they gone?
Cowards. No matter how complex, robot behavior is programmed, and therefore predictable. I find that reassuring.
I have located an enemy. I am now. System failure.
Best not to leave anything useful behind. If Vasco needed replacement parts or some additions, this might be the place. I expect we will find plenty of spare parts, if nothing else. I wonder what the longest robot in service is, or where it is located. time in a geode in space was not on my to-do list today, but it is very impressive. Is that for selling later or personal use? everything in the galaxy needs to come with us, you know.
If you are in need of supplies, I suggest speaking with the nearby humans. This unit is performing a software update. Please do not attempt further conversation.
The spoils of victory, I suppose. They know their messy glory. give up already. Quite sure you want to hold on to that. Cannot beat me. Did they have anything of value? Good. Now would be a good time to reprioritize what we bring with us and what we leave behind. Or sell. Or throw away, even. I'm glad this was not just for sport. Not that killing for sport is a problem.